Hi traders! Today I'm going to tell you about the power of the environment. Our environment has a strong impact on us. Sometimes we don't even realize it. Home office. Imagine a peaceful place, screens, nice view from the window, plants on the table, coffee that smells so good. It's so calm. And it's not. It may sound peaceful and idyllic, but let's get real here. There's a good chance you'll have a symphony of distractions going on. Kids screaming, pets demanding attention, and your partner turning the kitchen into a restaurant. So, how do you make it work? If you can swing renting an office space, consider a co-working spot where you can nab a table all for yourself. Surrounding yourself with like-minded people, traders, who know the struggle. You can support each other and keep each other sane. It's all about finding the sweet balance between work and life. Cheers to creating a work environment that actually works for you. Besides this, what actually is our environment? Our thoughts and mental condition, our emotions, feelings, our body, information we consume, advertisement, experience, people, and so on. How much do you pay attention to it? Okay, let's start with the DNA. Our nature, who we are, is written in our DNA. It's not going to change over life, or not much. If you're born an extrovert, you're going to die an extrovert. Even if people say they become more introverted over time, it's a matter of our gray cerebral cortex, if we are more an E club or an I club. But we're not going to dig in too deep into DNA. I'll tell you about two fundamental components that make us who we are: nature and nurture. What you like, dislike, your temper, it's our nature. Nurture is what you were taught by other people and by your life experience. You're gonna take these into trading. Some of them are good for you and some are bad for you. We all have behavior patterns, certain programs. We developed them in childhood but took them unconsciously into adulthood. Being aware of these programs is the first step to changing them and taking us towards a more useful attitude and so successful life in any sphere. Trader extrovert versus introvert. Example from Rob Reinhold. He said, "I'm an extrovert. I hate to be bored. And so as a trader, when I'm sitting there and I don't have a trade on, I become bored. So what do I do to change that? I click a button. And all of a sudden, I have a stimulus and I'm happy." That is really negative because I couldn't get myself to stop clicking buttons. So he took some radical measures to stop that. He gave a security card to his wife and said, "Do not give this to me, no matter what I say, because I don't want to log into my account." Then she really didn't give it back to him and he was upset. But then he had to move on to other things. The reason he kept clicking that button was boredom. So you have to develop a lifestyle and a system. Shape your environment to help you with it. This can be circumvented by setting up a demo account where you can simply click on random trades when you need to click on something and gamble. Through this, you can satisfy your need to have fun and protect your life account from reckless trades. Thoughts. It's like we have a non-stop conversation going on in our heads. But there's a deal. Our thoughts can either be our best buddies or our worst enemies. Our thoughts shape our perception of reality. We don't always see things as they are. We put our own spin on them. It's like we have these filters in our minds. Catch yourself when you're being negative or unhelpful and try to shift your mindset. Surround yourself with positive influences, challenges, and negative thoughts, and practice gratitude. Another part of the environment is information and knowledge. Have you heard about the Dunning-Kruger effect? It might happen to people who are new to a certain area. The decay effect describes an illusion that with very little information, knowledge, and skill level, people overestimate their own competence because they don't know how much more there is to learn. And they don't estimate the threats, tricky situations, and so on. It's like they think they know it all, but in reality, they're just scratching the surface. And then reality gives you hard lessons, and you gotta admit, you're a rookie standing on the starting position of your journey. For traders, it's crucial to stay informed and continuously educate themselves about the market. That means keeping up with market news, economic indicators, company announcements, and other factors that can impact their trades. Work on yourself, get verified information from credible sources, learn from successful people, hire a coach or a mentor. Do whatever to broaden your horizons. But try to avoid information overload. Huge volumes of information can be overwhelming, making it challenging to filter out noise and focus on relevant data. So it's good to make your own judgment based on the data and consult information with more experienced traders. Traders aren't born with all the skills and knowledge they need. They're forged through experience, hard work, and a pursuit of improvement. Stay humble, stay curious, and never stop learning. The people around you, like your partner, kids, neighbors, clients, colleagues, have a big impact on your trading journey. Do they know about your trading game? How much are they involved? Do they help you succeed? And how? They can either be a source of motivation and support, or they can bring you down. Their words and actions can either lift you up or demotivate you. Let's take a look at how they can be involved and how their support and influence can affect your success. Usually, in our lives, there are 7 most influential people. Who are yours? Make a review with these questions and write the answers down. First, conversation. What do you mostly talk about? Second, energy. What kind of energy or mood is there between you two? 3. Awareness. Do they know about your game and how much? 4. Support. How much do they support you? 1 to 10. 5. Contribution. How can they help you with your game? 6. Wishes and requests. What can you ask them that you haven't already? These are our closest people. If there's somebody who spoils your game and make you feel bad about trading in spite of your belief in it, think about how to change that. Because successful people are surrounded by a good company. If your wife doesn't support you enough, it doesn't mean you should divorce. First, talk with her about it. Ask her what reasons she has for not giving you enough support. Maybe there's her fear and prejudices beyond. Tell her what you need from her. More support, because it makes you feel more relaxed when trading, and so on. Ask her what you can do for her to feel more comfortable, and so on. It's important to communicate with people involved in your game about your trading goals, time commitments, and potential risks, so they can better understand and support your aspirations. You don't have to be a lone wolf in trading. You're in a community of traders. Connecting with fellow traders through online forums, social media groups, or local trading communities can give you valuable insights and support. How do you interact? Is there a leader or, let's say, influencer? It's good to talk to traders from your community. Just be careful and try not to follow the crowd blindly. Because even the leaders or strong personalities or even more experienced traders sometimes make mistakes. Instead of just following their footsteps, make first your own analysis and judgment. Develop your intuition and believe in yourself. There should be a balance between how much you follow others and your own opinion. Role model. Having a role model is key in every business or sphere of life if you want to achieve something. Why? Inspiration. Their story is motivating. They also started from scratch. Support. They were also facing losses, challenges, and had to recover from their failures. Courage. They make it to the level you are aspiring to. This person inspires you, gives you hope, and can be an anchor point for you in bad times. It can be a trader or anybody else, either in your environment or your role model, a character from a movie or a book. Imagine that person. What do you like about them? What do you wish to do like them? Which skills do you want to adopt from them? In general, how do you identify with them? Don't underestimate it. Talk to them like if they were sitting next to you. Have a dialogue with them. Then imagine a version of yourself that is better than you now. Your version 1.0 to 2.0. What's the difference? Which competencies, traits, and skills do you need? Your physical condition, for example, hunger. Don't trade when you're starving. Sleep. When you sleep less, your cognitive ability declines. You're more tired, you make worse decisions. Do you feel any pain or discomfort? Do whatever makes you feel better. Stretch, exercise, drink water, eat well. Listen to your body. Habits. Habits are something natural for us, either the good ones or the bad ones. How are habits made? There are the two elements that I told you about, nature and nurture. Some habits we develop hand in hand with our nature. For example, if we love to move, so we would probably play sports as a part of our routine. And some we develop because we were taught to, for example, brushing our teeth. Or we want to build them, for example, to meditate every day. And so these kinds of behaviors become natural too if we succeeded in building the habit. But why do we fail to build them? It's a matter of motivation, purpose, difficulty level, will, overall environment. So realize what drives you and how the right habits can contribute to your trading success. So, what helps us to make a habit? Consistency, trigger associated with the habit, repetition, reward, support, starting with small goals, and patience. And why do we break habits? We have lack of motivation, no purpose to build them. It's too difficult to involve them in everyday life, or we find ourselves in an unsupportive environment. Again, I invite you to ask yourself questions about it and write down your answers to make changes that you can move on. But I can give you a hint on how to build solid habits step by step. Choose something that has a meaning for you. Make a commitment to yourself or to your administration body to do a small thing every day. Don't rush. Develop habits gradually. So, yeah, the trading environment can either make or break a trader. Setting up the right environment with focus, information access, positive vibes, and good self-care make your trading outcomes better. Stay cool.